Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be redrawing Lily Light's OC in my style. I know I've been doing a lot of drawing her OCs, but I couldn't not draw this one because it's such a good character design in my opinion, and I really love drawing this OC. So let's just get right into it. It actually took me like half a day to figure out the pose that I wanted to do, and I still think that I could have gotten a better pose, but I'm really happy with the pose that I ended up doing. I wanted to make this character look really baggy in general because she's got like a sweatshirt and a coat and a lot of layers, and I wanted to make the top half a little bigger and then make the legs smaller than I usually do, and I think I somewhat accomplished that in the end. Right now I'm just going in with the line art, and I'm actually using a new brush that I haven't used before in any of my other videos, so it gives it a little bit more of a different look. The only real issue that I have with the line art is the face, because I'm still trying to figure out how to make the face look good in my style, and that's a issue that I've been having with a lot of my drawings recently, but I think I did pretty good. Another one of the challenges that I came across was drawing the shoe, because I haven't really drawn many shoes. My last few drawings that I've done have just completely cut out the legs, so that's why I haven't had much practice drawing shoes. Something I've been trying to improve on and practice is drawing wrinkles, because I feel like there's so much to learn about wrinkles, and it's so hard to learn about all of it. Another challenge I came across when drawing this photo was the laces, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I've noticed that a lot of other artists have the same problem with drawing laces, and they usually have their own techniques to overcome the challenges. Right here I moved the line art layer to fit the full screen, and when I did that it became a little less pixely. Now I'm just plopping in different colors that I just took from the reference photo in the corner. Did end up changing a few different colors, not too much, but a little bit, just to have a nicer color palette kind of. I think the biggest differences were the coat and the shoes. I also changed up the colors of the sweatshirt. I made the white not white at all, but then once I filled it in with the black, then it made it look more white but still more appealing to the eye. And then the black also isn't completely black because I wanted it to have a little bit more contrast from the line art, so it's more of a gray. Surprisingly, drawing the stripes on the sweatshirt was a little bit challenging for me because it was hard to make it look not scrunched up and jumbled up with all those lines. It kind of looked a little bit weird in the end, but I think I worked that out a little bit in the shading process. I feel like I ended up making the blush a little bit too intense. I also added freckles, but they're not as noticeable. When I colored in the shoes, I kind of just took a bunch of different colors from the rest of the photo and put them into the shoes, kind of just to tie it all together. I ended up adding a cute little design on part of the shoes, but it ended up being a little less noticeable than I wanted it to be. After I finished up with the shoes, I think I got a little obsessed with it, so I ended up adding some flowers to the bottom of the coat to make this cute little flower pattern. Now I'm just coloring the line art to make it a lot more appealing to the eye and make it just a little bit softer and overall just nicer. Now I'm adding some really intense shading, and I'm going to bring down the opacity of that layer later so that it looks a little bit more natural and more like real life. Now I'm blending the shading out to make it look a little bit more realistic instead of cartoony. Now I'm adding a little bit of highlights, and this is actually a new technique I found, and I think I might do it a few more times in some future videos because I really liked how it turned out. Now you can see that the reference photo has disappeared, and now I'm going to add in the background, and I'm going to finish it all up. So there you have it. Here's my drawing of Lily Light. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for what I should draw in future videos. I have some video ideas that should be coming out soon, especially with summer coming up. For now, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!